Welcome to the Pelvic Power Hour. Real answers to real questions from real women. Today's topic, top 5 ways to boost brain health naturally. Hi there, Isa Herrera here, and I help women have happy vaginas, happy bladders, and happy lives. Welcome to my Pelvic Power Hour podcast. Each week, we tackle a question from you, helping you to empower your pelvis and transform your life. Continue to elevate your knowledge and embrace your well being by hitting that subscribe button. Spread this knowledge to every woman that you know. Share with your sister, with your mom, with your girlfriends, right? The more that we stick together, the more that we can elevate our well being together as a collective. Now, today's question comes from Angie. And her question is, I'm in menopause. I'm forgetting appointments, where to put my keys, and even the names of my friends. What can I do to help my brain health? Okay. Now, so today's episode is top 5 ways to boost your brain health naturally. The topic of brain health is really dear to my heart. And it's something that I take very seriously as I saw my mother really decline into dementia. So I really believe that all women should be prioritizing their brain health. And it's not that difficult. And I'm going to give you some great tips today. So imagine that every day is a chance for you to make your brain your superhero, right? Of your story. So you're either boosting your brain power or you're spending your cognitive cash, right? So you're either making a deposit or making a withdrawal. So I'm all about keeping it really super simple, making it fun and giving you the superpower to succeed on your brain boosting quest. But this is something that every woman should be doing. Now, so Angie, we're going to start with lifestyle changes because why lifestyle changes? First of all, they've been documented to really help brain health and improve cognition. And it's like a gym for your brain, a place that you are in absolute control of. So we're going to explore how you can make small little changes and take big leaps in your brain health, right? Because if you start to think of it as this grandiose thing that you have to do, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to get stuck and then you're going to move nowhere, right? And that happens to a lot of us. So grab your cape and let's go into this brain awesomeness that I'm going to teach you. The first step, the first secret is you must reduce your stress. Chronic stress can shrink the brain, right? Stress brings blood flow from the front to the back of the brainstem, so it diverts blood flow and it doesn't go, the blood flow is in the back instead of the front. This is your main processing center where you need the blood flow. So that's one of the things that stress does, right? Prolonged stress can lead to the release of cortisol. This is a hormone. Okay, we've heard this hormone before, right? And can shrink the hippocampus. And the hippocampus, right, can is the place of memory and cognition. So that's the last thing that we want. So stress really makes structural changes to the brain. And stress can cause the amygdala, which is the part of the brain that is about emotions, and that can get bigger. And when that get bigger, that's not a good thing for us, right? Because it's all about heightened emotions, anxiety, and mood disorders. So stress shrinks the brain, impairs memory and learning, alters brain structure, which is insane, hinders your ability to make sound decisions, and can make you more emotional and cause you more stress and anxiety. So what are we going to do? Now, there's a research that I found that says that meditating for 13 minutes a day, which is nothing, ladies. I just did it before I did this thing. Clear me, prepare me for this thing. Can help you decrease, negative emotions, enhance attention, enhance working memory, and cognition memory. So that is amazing for us. That is really amazing. Now, a lot of us are like, oh my God, I don't want to to meditate. So we're going to make this really simple, right? The great thing about meditation is that it's really non-negotiable for your brain health. I mean, look how simple this is. It doesn't cost you a penny because it increases your focus, your concentration, your working memory, decreases anxiety, right? Regulates your mood. And this is something that you should put in your calendar. Just like you brush your teeth, you say meditation. Now, meditation doesn't have to be so heady. So I'm going to show you a really quick meditation here. So I'm going to give you some tips as I go through the secrets. Place your right hand on your chest, left hand on your belly. We're going to do diaphragmatic breathing. And all you're going to do when you do this is you're going to focus on inhaling through the nose. You're going to think about the way the breath feels as you inhale through your nose. And you're going to exhale through the mouth. And you're going to make the exhalation longer. This is going to tone down your nervous system and help your brain health. So it's very simple. Right hand here, left hand on the belly. Close your eyes if you want. You can listen to some music. You can stare at the hummingbirds. You can stare at the grass. Whatever really floats your boat. Just do that, okay? And simply just breathe in through your nose. Expand the belly. And as you exhale, through the lips, purse lips like this. Make the exhalation longer. And do that for 13 minutes. Now, in the beginning, it's going to take you some time. So what? Right? But imagine doing this every day, what it's going to do for your well-being and your brain. The second thing that I want to talk about is dehydration. Okay? The brain, the human body is 60% water, but the brain is up to 80% water. Right? So dehydration can lead to cognitive impairments such as decreased concentration, memory difficulties, you're not alert, right? So staying hydrated is really important for your brain. Now, a lot of us have pelvic floor issues, we have bladder issues, so we're afraid to drink water. So you want to pace your water throughout the day and drink half your body weight in ounces. Now, I know that's a lot of water, but you have to do it because you have to stay hydrated, and it also detoxifies the body too. So it gives you nice skin. So drink your water throughout the day. If you have issues like you have to get up at night to pee, then definitely cut your liquids out before 9 o'clock. And go and listen to my episode number 4, the top things you can do right now to prevent UTIs if you got bladder issues, right? So this water thing is super important for your brain, not to be overlooked, okay? Now, the next thing is exercise. Now, these are simple things, ladies, that we can do. We got control. We can do this for ourselves, right? And exercise, sitting is the new smoking. I've always said that sitting is the new smoking for the pelvic floor, but now sitting is the new smoking for your brain, too. And the last 3 years kept us at home in our chairs watching TV, and we've got a lot of us are in really bad habits with this, and we got to break that habits. When you move your body, your brain grooves. Move your body, your brain grooves, right? So you create these things called brain-derived neurotropic factors. And you know what they are? They're like fertilizer for your brain. I'm going to tell you all about that also at the end too. So these things are for like fertilizers for your brain, and they enhance what? Cognitive function and overall brain health. So how cool is that? So here's the good news. There's a recent research that came out through a medical research console, and they said that 6 to 9 minutes of vigorous exercise can increase your amounts, your health, the health of your brain, because the brain needs oxygen. Okay, needs that. And these neurotropic things are like imagine they're like endorphins, right? So you release endorphins when you exercise, but you also release these neurotropic brain factors that help your brain thrive. So people who spend even a small amount of time in vigorous activities, as little as 6 to 9 minutes, compared to those who sit, sleep, or do gentle exercises, score higher on cognition scores. So here's the thing. Put on some music and dance. Dance to 2 songs. That's about 6 minutes. Move your fingers through big movements. Feel that energy in your body and just feel happy when you do it. Right? Now, say you can't do vigorous activities for whatever reason, your knees hurt, you got back pain, whatever it is, then women should be doing up to 30 minutes of some gentle exercises every day. And I like swimming. I swim every day. I walk every day. These are things that you can do as well. They don't cost you a penny, but they really help boost brain function. If you can do more vigorous activities, good for you. If you can jog, do that. But we need these releasing of these neurotropics in the brain naturally, and exercise does that. So Angie, if you're not exercising, this is the thing you want to do. You want to what? Do what? The three things that I just said, but also incorporate Exercise. Dancing is the best thing. It makes women feel fantastic. Do that. You know, get 2 songs that are about 6 minutes long and do it. Now, sleep. Sleep is one of my battles. This is one I'm working on personally. I'm trying, okay? I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. So sleep cleans and washes the brain, right? So your quality of sleep is your brain's best friend, and here's why. During sleep, your brain detoxifies. It consolidates the memories and it repairs itself, right? So it's like a nightly brain spa when you get a really good night's sleep. And when you don't get a good night's sleep, then your brain is working overtime. You don't feel rested. You feel, your you get memory lapses. You make bad decisions because you're exhausted. So in the long run, chronic sleep deprivation may increase the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. Okay? So get your C's. Make your room dark. Dark, 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 dark. Make it cold. Shut off all your electronics by 9 o'clock because we know that that disrupts the circadian rhythm, right? So get off your computers, read a book. Do one thing that I really love at the end of the night that I like to do that sets me up for good dreams is I list everything that went well that day. So do that. What went fantastic that day? Sort of like a prayer for your brain and a prayer for yourself. And the last thing that I want to talk about is feeding your brain. Now, in the midst of our busy lives, we don't always realize that the grocery store holds the choices for profound health for the brain. So, science has shown us that the path to a healthier brain is about what we put on our plates, right? So, the amazing news is that you can lower your cognitive health and lower the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia by simply what you eat. So, now your brain is 2% of your body. And guess what? It eats 20% of your calories. So even when you're thinking, right, when you have like a day like I'm thinking all the time, I'm burning 320 calories just by thinking. So when it comes to eating right for my brain, I ask myself, is this a good thing for my brain or a bad thing for my brain? And this is how I make decisions. And I want to keep my brain sharp because of what happened to my mom. Now, avocados, fantastic. Blueberries, broccoli, olive oil, coconut oil, eggs, green leafy vegetables, right? Such like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, broccoli, arugula, romaine, wild salmon and sardines, and turmeric, and walnuts and dark chocolate, but not with a lot of sugar. You don't want processed sugar for your brain. Real big, heavy dark chocolate. These are all superfoods for your brains, right? And sometimes you know, our diets are not great and we need more. We need more. We want to keep our brain sharp. We want to keep them functioning like incredible. So this is when I recommend to supplement with neurotropics, right? And so neurotropics are supplements, right, or substances designed to enhance cognitive function, memory, and overall brain health, right? Potentially improving clarity, focus, learning capabilities. So there are vitamins that help your brain succeed. Now, I want to review a couple of them. I am on these things. I'm going to tell you why I created my brain supplement because I believe that all women should be supplementing with their health with food and these neurotropics, right? So, alpha GPC. Now, this alpha GPC is a brain booster that helps you remember things better. Alpha GPC is a precursor to acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is what creates the memories, right? It supports memories, cognitive function, and overall brain health. So we need this alpha GPC. Rutin is like a brain shield. It's like a brain shield. Boom, right? Whoosh, like my bracelet. Protecting it from stress because we know what stress does to the brain, right? So it's a flavonoid. And it's found in citrus fruits. It's an antioxidant. It has anti-inflammatory properties. Some people say that when the brain gets inflamed, we have issues with our brains. That's also another thing I didn't cover, but just make note of that as well. So this particular substance really protects the brain, right? To reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. Now, luteolin is another one that's really incredible, which I love. It's your brain best friend, keeping it sharp and defending it from aging. So luteolin is another flavonoid. It's present in food like celery. Celery is a great food. Also, parsley, chamomile tea, and it exhibits antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties, which the brain needs. So, luteolin can support cognitive function and help protect against all the bad things that can happen to your brain. Now, women's brains are different from men's brains. That's why a lot of the formulas out there I do not like. They're very bro, they're very like masculine. So we know that women have different brains. We know that hormones affect the brain as well, right? As we go through the transition, through different life stages, our brain reacts to our hormones. So that's why I love essential oils for the brain. I love rosemary. Rosemary is like the brain fitness, keeping your memory strong. Rosemary oil. I like holy basil. Incredible. It's just stress buster. It keeps your mind clear and relaxed. And I love lavender because it's a mood lifter, right? So we have these neurotropics that are really enhancing brain function. And then we have these essential oils that help the women's brains sort of chill out and be able to use the neurotropic, right? Because if you're really stressed out, if you don't have, if you're not even like going even, it can be difficulty, right? So I want to introduce you to my beautiful brain. This is the beautiful brain supplement. I take this every day. My mom takes this and she's doing better, thank God. And I wanted you to think of the beautiful brain as a secret formula with all these ingredients. So what I did was I did research. I went to all the brains um, top scientists. I worked with a bunch of biochemists, and we came up with a formula that is fantastic for women's brains because our brains are different from men's brains, and we need different things. And so I put this formula together for you. You can read all about it. I'm going to put the link here. Just go check it out. And know that when you do these lifestyle changes and then you do the supplementation, things begin to jive for you, right? So really take inventory of the 5 things that I just went through and say, where can I improve it? Where can I make small changes? And where can I help myself so that I can do these things and start putting more money into my brain bank instead of taking out my cognitive cash, right? Because we know that women lead the charge in Alzheimer's and dementia. And so we need to do something. We need to take care of ourselves, and this is the way to do it. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening into this podcast. This is something that I'm so passionate about because I've had some personal, just a big story with my mom, and I don't want women to go through that. Okay, because we can help ourselves be better. And it starts with lifestyle changes, and it starts with what we eat, and it starts with the supplements that we take. And thank you for bringing up this question, Angie, because it is incredible. I took this question right away. We get hundreds of them, but this one was like, I said, I'm going to do a whole promo on this because it's so incredible, and I want women to really understand how to take care of their brains. So thank you, Isa Herrera here. I hope women have happy vaginas, happy bladders, and happy lives. Thank you for listening in. Hit that subscribe button if you love it. Hit the little bell too, and support women's health on YouTube by subscribing to my channel. I love you guys very much.